Hey guys, it's James Walsh here from the Wrestling Epicenter. I'd like to thank you for finding us here on YouTube. If you get the opportunity, please click that subscribe button as well as the notifications bell. This way, anytime that we upload any new content or new to you content from our archives dating back to 2002, you'll be notified. You can check out what we're up to. Please also check out www.wrestlingepicenter.com for all your wrestling news and information needs, as well as check out our store to keep us running free and clear. Without any further delay, let's get to why you're here. Thanks for checking out Wrestling Epicenter on YouTube. Way back in 2007, a gentleman who identified himself, I believe, as a retired police officer, decided he was going to rent out the Cow Palace in San Francisco, California, and invited, or hired, would be more specific, every major star that you could imagine to appear at the Cow Palace for this fan festival and subsequently wrestling event. Everybody was contacted. Many signed on to do it. Steve Austin, Lex Luger, so many guys signed on to do this event. Roddy Piper. Anyway, long story short, one of the guys who was contacted to agent the event, to contact the wrestlers to do it, was a guy that I was friendly with. His name was John Mills out of Cincinnati, Ohio. John had been around Memphis wrestling and was known loosely as Jay Idol as his persona, and evidently cut promos on television. I never saw the promos on television, but he seemed like a real nice guy, though admittedly maybe a little slow, and I'm sure as you listen to this interview you could work that out. Man, he was so excited for this event, and the event became known as the Fiasco in Frisco. For all the right reasons. Nobody got paid. Lex Luger had the muscle stroke that ultimately landed him in a wheelchair for the rest of his life, or more or less the rest of his life. So this was an interview to promote the Fiasco in Frisco with a gentleman who we lost about 5 years ago. I'm recording this in 2020, going on to 2021. John Mills, Jay Idol. Such a nice, genuinely good guy that the wrestling world needs more of. And if you're a friend of his, or if you were family to him, I hope that you find this and enjoy hearing him happier than Larry. Before we all got screwed, because I was supposed to be flown up there to attend the Cow Palace, and of course I never even got anything, really. I mean, they gave me a bunch of interviews to promote it, which was cool, and I'm happy to have promoted it. But they had said, okay, if you do this for us, we'll give you this. And they delivered on none of this. But hey, I would have done it for the interviews anyway. So for me, it wasn't much of a loss. But for guys like John, who really worked hard on this, he really got screwed. And it wasn't just the boys that got screwed. It was John and the agents and those who really tried to put this thing together and piecemeal it together. They really got, well, like I said, screwed over. Hope you guys enjoy this, though. It's long, but I think you're going to like it. Here we go.
Hello, driver. I am Captain Kelly. Being joined by James Walsh, and we have a special guest with us today, Jay Idol, who is holding a big wrestling fan fest over in San Francisco. Hi there. How you doing today? I'm doing okay.
It's great to have you here. You're doing this event out of the legendary Cow Palace. Now, usually when we see these fan fests, they take place at things like hotel lobbies and such. This is happening at the Cow Palace, just a massive venue. How is this going to be any different than the majority of the other fan fests? Certainly larger magnitude.
Well, there's going to be over 100 wrestlers going to be there. You know, there's going to be from A to Z wrestlers. You know, the who's of professional wrestling. Wrestlers from the 70s and 80s and 90s. Wrestlers that people grew up seeing in their living room, watched them on TV. some of today's guys, some of the past guys, and they're going to have a banquet dinner out there. They're going to have a 3-day meet and greet where you can meet your wrestlers face up and talk to them, get their autograph, talk to them, chat with them, And also they're going to be, that I heard from the promoter, that there's going to be in that motel right there, somewhere in that motel on a certain floor, there's going to be around the clock swap and sell area. That means all the rooms be open. There'll be people selling stuff in a room. There'll be people trading stuff. That'll be on one of the floors going on. And that'll be at the motel, wherever the event's going to be held.
Right. And there's going to be 3 wrestling rings set up at this event.
Yeah, there's going to be 3 rings. Yeah, there's going to be something going on at all times. There's going to be a thing where people can talk to the wrestlers and maybe learn some holds from the wrestlers and stuff like that. And there's going to be question and answer sessions going on. I don't know what time they're going to be going on, but there's going to be some sessions going on during those 3 days. And it's going to be, all day long, and then following, there's going to be 3 different shows. And the matches are all going to be all different kind of headline wrestlers are going to headline each show, each night.
Exactly.
And what kind of matches can we look forward to? Can the fans look forward to at the Fan Fest? Well, I'm trying to, I wanna put together a match with the promoter I've been talking to about maybe getting us from WrestleMania 3, Coco Beware versus Butch Reed.
Wow.
I'm thinking about getting that together. And I'm wanting to get the first time ever, if I can come to, I'm working on the details right now. I'd like to have, for the first time ever in the history of wrestling, I would like to have Greg the Hammer Valentine, which is a WWE Hall of Famer, with his special guest tag team partner for the first time ever in the history of wrestling. And that would be another Hall of Famer, which they've always feuded against each other, but they've never tag teamed. And that is Tito Santana.
Oh, wow.
And that's what I'm working on. I like to have Tito Santana and Greg Valentine. Now, this is only an idea right now that I'm putting across the table, Versus, their opponents would be former tag team partners of Greg the Hammer Valentine, which would be Honky Tonk Man and Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Wow.
I'm still working on details of getting the Honky Tonk there. And I would like to have as a special guest referee in that match the one and only, the Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin.
Wow.
From WCW.
What's Ronnie doing these days?
Ronnie's just sitting at home. He got a bad back, and he's doing real estate and stuff, I believe. I think he makes little appearances at legend events down around Knoxville and all that.
Excellent.
And then another match I like to give is it's never been done ever in professional wrestling. I'm talking about a 2-ring battle warrior. But see, everybody say, well, hell, we've seen 3 2-ring battle warriors, but you ain't never seen this one. I'm talking about in one ring will be men wrestling, another ring will be women at the same time. That means they can look over and see the females, and they can sit over there and watch the men. You know what I'm saying? That has never been done ever in the history of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that sounds very interesting. And then I would like to have a special grudge match. I like to have Midnight Express, which is the Rock and Roll Express.
Oh, really?
Ricky and Robert against the Midnight Express, Bobby Eaton and Dennis Condrey.
Oh, wow.
Now, I don't know if Chip will ever be there or not. The details still being worked out. But I like to have that match. And also, I would like to have, in what you call a Battle of the Giants, I would like to have Kamala versus One-Man Gang,
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? And then also, I would
Reinforce
like to
the ring
have,
for that one.
I would like to have the Powers of Pain, the Barbarian and Warlord, with their manager, with the one and only Colonel Rob Parker.
Oh, right.
To go against Steve Williams in a mystery partner, or maybe, since he's a legend out there in California, maybe Steve Dr. Death Williams and Chavo Guerrero Sr. tag team.
That'd be interesting.
And you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm putting on the table out there. And I would like to, I'm wanting to have Abdullah the Butcher out there versus Tony Atlas.
Wow.
And then I want to have,
Yeah, this is like a
Oh
main
yeah,
event matches
this
through
is
the years.
yeah. I'm wanting to have. I don't know what night it be, but I'm working on a Russian trade match with Ivan Koloff versus Wildfire Tommy Rich. So these matches I'm bringing it's back in the past. I'm mixing it up with mid South wrestlers, Florida wrestlers, Georgia wrestlers, mid Atlantic wrestlers. And that's what this is all about. This Fast Fest. It's all about bringing in some of the world class guys. I'm having Killer Brooks out there. Ron Bass is going to be out there. You might see Ron Bass and Black Bart, former Mid-Atlantic Tag Team champions. You could see them in tag team action. You know what I'm saying? So that's what some of the things we got going on. Because each night is going to be there's 100 wrestlers out there. So you can't put them all. You got to have each night is going to be the who's who. So you're going to have to be at the Friday show to see who raffles there. Then you have to come to the Saturday because each night, what you see Friday night raffle, you probably won't see Saturday, but the wrestlers will be there at their tables, meeting and greeting all the fans. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's I'm gonna. I got a lot of females out there. I got Tammy Fish out there. I've got Baby Doll out there. I got Francine coming there. I got a lot of Glory Girls coming there. I've got April Hunter's there. I got Josie there out of Ohio Valley, Bobcat of Ohio Valley, and I've got a lot of girls that mixed up there for all those GloryWrestling.com fans out there, and plus the female legends. They'll all be out there. You know what I'm saying? And Jazz is supposed to be out there, and Gail Kim, they'll all supposed to be out there. Then I hear Blue Meanie, but I'm still I'm working out details for some other names that's going to shock people. But I mean, there's going to be. I heard Kurt Angle's out there, Christian Cage is out there. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have a deal with TNA? Because I noticed a lot of TNA superstars were.
Well, I put together a Fan Fest last year with a promoter in Kokomo. We brought 2,500 people, and I had Shuck Boy there, And Shuck Boy's good with he's good with the kids because he's like a spider. He's like a cartoon character. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's like a superhero. Like you got your Batman, you got your Spider-Man. That's what he is like. He's got little dolls too. So he's got little figures. So I think a lot of kids look at Shark Boy as like a superhero. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then, like I said, a lot of the wrestlers are coming out. Like Sherry Montel, she's got a new figure coming out. So she'll have that out there for you to go autographs. A lot of the WWE guys are all coming up with new figures. And they'll be selling that at the Fan Fest in San Francisco. And I believe, this would be the biggest ever in the history of wrestling in a Fan Fest ever in California.
And it certainly sounds like it.
And the thing is, there's going to be a banquet dinner too going on. I believe Friday. So that means everybody can, eat with their favorite wrestler at their tables and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They'll be able to see the wrestlers in the motel room walk around. They'll be able to. Because it'd be 3 days, a lot of wrestlers would be there the whole time. You know what I'm saying? They would be meeting, greeting the fans, be able to talk to them and everything else. It's an opportunity for fans all over the United States to meet the Great Valentines, the Killer Brookses, the Black Birds, And I'm also working with trying to get Jerry Lynn and David Flair and Pat Tanaka and all them out there. So the list is just keep adding on, Right. So, it's just, I just want people to know there's going to be a whole lot of events going on those 3 days, besides the meet and greet, besides the 3 rings, and I'm not sure, but there might be some alternate fighting there going on, or some kind of stuff like that, So, I'm working out those details, and I'm also working on something about somebody being a concert there, but I got to go to a daddy. I might have a daughter of a famous, I don't want to say yet, but a daughter of a famous wrestler. Maybe I can get her involved in a concert out there, So I'm kind of working out details for that. So, you just, you probably know who I'm talking about, but I don't want to say the name yet, Right. But I'm working out that details on that. So, it's going to be, It's going to be at the Cow Palace, like the motel room. It's going to be a discount rate for all the out of towners when they come in. All you got to do is go up to the website, look on that, because tickets do go on sale Friday, June 1st, 2007 at Cow Palace. And they got that website, don't they?
Yes, they do. The website is www.russellfanfest.com. So if you're interested in going to this event, be sure to check it out.
Also, if you want to check out the Cow Palace's website itself, go to www. That's three W's in the period, cowpalace.com, and you click on upcoming events. You'll see where it says the Raptor Fan Fest '07. It's going to be 3 days. I think the first day starts at 3 o'clock, and it goes to like 10 o'clock or whatever, but I think the first day is 3 o'clock. And then the rest of the days are like 10 o'clock in the morning, I believe. But, wrestlers are flying in from all over the country, and it's going to be over 100 wrestlers to be there. So it'll be a good weekend for all these fans. Anybody want to come there, get your ticket, order them soon. As soon as you get your tickets, you get a better seat, the ones come first get a better seating, and that's what they need to do. They need to order these tickets on June 1st. When that ticket goes on sale at 10 o'clock or whatever, get them phones ringing at the Cow Palace, Tell them they will tell everybody you want to come to the Rapid Fan Fest, October 19th to the 21st, 2007, in San Francisco. You want to tell everybody that, There's going to be a whole lot more stars that, going to be there. I heard the Great Buddha is going to be there. Alternate Dragon is going to be there. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
I heard Kevin Nash, it's going to be, everybody. Boy Zukov, it's just all kinds of people coming there. I got the Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express, I've got, Tommy Rich, Tommy Rich going to be there. I got David Flair going to be there, And I got, Al Snow going to be there. Coco Beware, the Birdman, will be there live in the house. And Blackbird and the Barbarian, Butch Reed, and list goes on. Everybody want to get this chance. Don't miss this chance to see the biggest fan fest ever in San Francisco. And I'm hoping you're all going to be there too.
Yeah, it sounds like something I would enjoy.
Well, what we're going to try to do? We're going to try to get some internet guys there too during that weekend and do live interviews right there from the Cow Palace with wrestlers right there in the house, And whoever's doing that would be able to do live interviews right there where people can hear it live, and they can, you can get fired up because everybody's starting to hear about it all over the place. I want people from Hawaii, Canada, Japan, all the United States. I want everybody to pack this Fan Fest, And I'm fired up about it because I'm the one who's booking the talent. I'll be there myself as a vendor. There's supposed to be 150 wrestling vendors there. This is what I was told. So, the wrestling vendors, if people don't know, that they'll be selling, tape, pictures, programs, whatever wrestling memorabilia. If you don't have a figure of a certain wrestler, a vendor might have that. You can get that, then you get in line and you get, for a fee, you get that wrestler to autograph that for you. And, because, if you don't have them from the autograph, you can always get something from the vendors there. You know what I'm saying? And, I just want people to be there on October 19th to the 21st because, I want them to be there at the Rapid Fan Fest '07 because if you get that VIP, you get the tickets, you're going to see a big blockbuster show Friday night. Then Saturday night, you're going to see another one. And Sunday, it's going to be the who's who of professional wrestling. The wrestlers every day will be added. If you look up on there, you see all their photos up on the website. But there's a lot of pictures they went up there yet because we haven't had time to put pictures up there because we're adding that. You know what I'm saying? Wrestlers are calling out. Wrestlers are calling. Scott Norton's coming there. Nasty Boys, the list is growing. I mean, if people want to see these 70s, 80s, and 90s superstars, the ones they grew up seeing, they want to come to the Rapid Fan Fest '07, October 19th to the 21st in San Francisco at the Cow Palace. It's going to be one of the biggest events ever in the history of wrestling. You know,
it certainly sounds like this is one of the most ambitious projects I've ever heard of in the wrestling business. This is extremely impressive.
Yeah, but see, the other thing is the Sports Promotion USA are the ones that putting this on, and like I told Chris, see if these fans can come on out and make this a successful event in October in '08, we're talking about going to the St. Louis area, maybe go up to the Michigan area, go to the Indiana area, or maybe go down to Tennessee or Texas or Georgia area and have 2 or 3 fan fests next year. And see, I was a fan years ago, and I'm a firm believer that I believe that everybody on the East Coast, they get fan fests. They all get them, all Jersey, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, and all the, the Carolinas. To see, I believe us in the Midwest and out West, we deserve fan fests too. So that's why I told Chris, the promoter, that we need to get some fan fests going out West, because there's a lot of fans to get that opportunity to go to one of these, because it's unbelievable. I mean, you can buy programs. They got T-shirts for sale. I mean, it's just something you can do. It's like vacation, I mean, October, you save up your money and you take it all there and you just have a good old time that whole 3 days, And I think they're having a pizza party too, but I'm not sure, But I think there's going to be a diva question and answer session. And for those that don't know what a question and answer session is, that's whatever area they have that at, people will be in that area there, and there'll be rappers sitting up on a little platform right there talking, telling you things, and if you want to ask them a question, they will answer that question right with a microphone with a whole room to see that. And if you're a VIP, I think you get to all that. But if you're a fan, if you buy a ticket, I think you have to go a little extra. You got to pay a little extra for the VIP, for the question and answer session. But this is something also they're talking about doing Polaroid room where you can go into a room and you get your Polaroid picture taken on an 8x10 with a certain star, whether no matter who it might be, whether it's David Flair or Greg Valentine or the Nasty Boys or it's Kurt Angle, So it's going to be it's going to be a schedule. It's going to be all day long. It's going to be things going. It's going to be like a circus like. You ever been to a circus?
Not since I was a kid, but
well, circus has always got the circus going on, and you got everything. You got the popcorn people. You got everything going on around, and that's what the Fan Fest is going to be like. It's going to be like a schedule. It's going to be so much different things. I mean, wrestlers going to be scattered all over the place, and tables, and sitting there. I mean, you could go to one table and get an autograph, go to another one. It's going to be over 100 wrestlers, but they're going to be spread all around. In one area, you see all the WWE Hall of Famers sitting there. Then you're going to see the Glory Girls. Then you're going to see the Legend Girls all together, I'm even trying to bring Lena out there to that for all the WWE fans that like Lena, I'm trying to bring her out there. So, see, I'm still working on details for some, I'm still working on details trying to get Hot Rod, Roddy Piper out there. There's just a lot of people I'm still working details on, And I've got Sherry Martel, I got Babies on, I got Francine out there. I mean, it's just, it's going to be amazing. I got Missy Hyatt out there. All your any fans of Missy Hyatt, Christian Cage is going to be the show boy, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to be, Tito Santana, if they like Tito will be there. If you like Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express, he'll be there. They'll be there. And if you like, it's just, if you like the Warlord, the Barbarian, they'll be there, And, it's just, I'm still putting it all together. I'm still working on stuff, names and everything. Alternate Greg or the Great Buddha, they're supposed to be there, So it's going to be like an international fan fest. You're going to be stars from all over the world, everywhere. For the past, world-class wrestlers, good out, one-man gag, and just different people from Coco Beware, the Birdman's going to be there. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have some NWO guys out there. I mean, you might. I'm working on details for NWO Sin, but see, but I just, I think Scott Hall might be out there, but I'm not sure. But the promoter's working on that details. NWO could be in the house, so details are working out with that. So we just, we got people's got to come out and buy tickets and support this because it's going to be a big event. Without the people, we can't get this going. Am I correct? You are correct. Well, we need to get everybody out there fired up. We need everybody Friday. Call to the Pal Palace. Order those tickets, or whether they got on PayPal or whatever how you got to get them. Order your tickets. Tell them you want to come to Wrestling Fan Fest 07 in San Francisco at the Cal Palace. Now, I don't know if you noticed the Cal Palace, but Cal Palace, WWE used to show up Cal Palace every time they went there.
I asked James this right before we went on there. Didn't they hold a WrestleMania there?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that's a very historic venue.
Well, see, one thing people don't understand about the Cal Palace, back in the 70s, that was a household arena. I mean, there was people like Freddie Blassie, everybody knows. Back when he was young, he used to wrestle when he was a younger guy. And then you had John Torres, then you had Ronnie Piper. See, Ronnie Piper started out there. Chavo Guerrero Sr. was out there those days, you know what I'm saying? Pat Patterson. I mean, and Mel Mascaris, you know what I'm saying? Jack Armstrong, Alex Murdoch, Ivan Koloff. All these guys were back in those days, in the glory days of the Los Angeles wrestling when Mike LaBelle promoted, you know what I'm saying? And that's why all these people, whether you're 10 years old or whether you're 30, 40, 50 years old, somebody you have seen will be there live in person, and the wrestlers are at their best behavior. I mean, you can talk to them, you can beat them up front, you can, it's a dream come true to some of these, while some of them are still with us, it's your chance to meet some of these names and legends, Killer Brooks, and, just all people like that, Jimmy Snuka, Tonka, World War Animal. I mean, all those wrestlers are going to be there in San Francisco on that big 3 days. It's going to be airplanes, and everybody's going to be flying in. The airport's going to be packed. It's going to be, when those buses pull up there, there's going to be all kinds of wrestlers getting off of buses, school buses. You know what I'm saying? So that's what fans want to do. Get in line. Get your ticket. Be there in line when it comes time to walk in that door. Be there with whatever you have to sign, whether it's programs, pictures, magazines, or figures, whatever you have. Wrestlers will be there, but it's going to be a fee. It's going to cost you something, but it's going to be hey, you save up your money from now to October and be there. Take a vacation. Get all your people in a car and go a couple car loads full. Sit in that motel room, get your discount. Right, and everything. It's just it's just all. I've got people on the East Coast working on. People everywhere are starting to find out about this on MySpace and messenger boards and hotlines and internets and every source of finding out about this Fan Fest. Because Chris Salisbury of Sports Productions USA wants this to come to California for the California fans. And fans from all over, whether you're in New Zealand, Australia, Puerto Rico. Everybody can come to this. Whoever wants to come to this Fan Fest, get fired up like Tommy Rich always said. Get fired up! I'm coming in live! That's what you need to do. You need to get fired up when you come to this, So see what, I put my heart into this when I do this because, see, I'm, I used to be a fan years ago, and I know how people think, how they get excited over this thing. I'm just trying to get everybody up to beat the Birdman. When the Birdman comes down that aisle, you people are going to see somebody that's electrified. You know that? You know what he told me? And he'll be talking to you soon, but he's so excited about coming to California that he told me that he's jumping over his furniture right now. He's so excited. He's outside right now, the Birdman. He's waiting for the bus right now to take him. He's so excited, he told me that. He said, I'm so excited, the Birdman. I'm jumping over my furniture right now. for that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want people to come there. I want people to enjoy this. I want people to come there fired up like Tommy Rich always said.
Mm-hmm.
You got to, like Kurt Angle said, it's true.
Oh, yeah.
It's true. It's going to finally happen in California.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be one great show.
I'm even going to try to bring old Gold Dust out there. I mean, I'm bringing out everybody that people see, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, you never know by October. You never know who else will be available out there from the organizations that I can bring, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got somebody in mind right now, but
you never know.
I got to wait about another couple weeks, and I got somebody in mind.
Yeah, you never know what could happen when the clock strikes 4:20.
Yeah, but I'm working on. I'm trying to bring something to the Golden State of California, and I want everybody in California or wherever you're at, or whether you're in Oregon or whether you're in Texas or Washington D.C. or Washington. I want everybody to come to this. You know, you might not know me, but remember one day, you come there. You'll see me there. Just ask for Jay Idol. I'll be there with the biggest display of rapping photos that you ever seen in your life. So if you collect photos, I'll be there as a vendor. You want Cena? I got Cena. You want Goldberg? I got Goldberg. You want Austin? I got Austin. You want The Rock? I got The Rock. You want Matt Hardy? I got The Rock. Matt Hardy, you know? I've got everybody you ever wanted. You all want to come there. There'll be vendors there with tape. DVDs, VHS, every poster, everything there, T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
And everything will be right there at the Fab Fest in San Francisco at Cal Palace.
Oh, yeah.
October 19th and 21st.
Alrighty,
So
Cal
you
Palace.
want to go to www.rapidfanfest.com or you can go to www.calpalace.com.
Gotcha.
Or if you got any questions or you're confused about it, you can call the promoter at Sports Promotion USA, Chris Salisbury, at 209-234-1774. That's the promoter's phone number. If you're confused or you don't understand what to do, you can call that promoter for questions and he'll answer everything for you.
Excellent.
That's 209-234-1774. Chris Salisbury. And I hope to see you all at ringside on October 19th to the 21st, 2007 at the Cal Palace at San Francisco. And I want you all to know, keep smiling because I know I will, you know.
All right. Well, thank you so much, man. We really do appreciate you stopping by. We're going to be doing a lot of promotions for this event. Actually, if you check out the website, we have banners all over the place for it. We're going to go gung-ho with the promotions for this event because
I've got other girls coming. I got other wrestlers coming up soon for interviews too. I don't know if there's one next yet, but I've got more interviews coming up for this.
Exactly. We're going to do what we can to make sure that this event sells out, and hopefully I'll be able to be up there with my wife, and we'll check it out in person, and maybe the fans can even meet me if anybody has any interest in that.
If anybody goes need any information, contact you. They know how to contact you, right?
Oh yeah, send me an email, James@WrestlingEpicenter.com.
Or they don't understand or something, they can contact you or go to the website if they can find it. And, remember June 1st. That's this Friday.
Yep.
Tickets go on sale at the Cal Palace for Wrestling Fan Fest 07. I think that's what you got to say when you order your ticket.
Wrestling
I think
Fan
that's
Fest.
code word. So you want to all be there. And every day, bring us and tell everybody, like Thunderbolt Patterson used to say, take a quarter and call somebody, you know? That's what you need to do. Take a quarter and call somebody. Tell this person. Tell that one. Don't tell them you're going to Wally once. Hey, I'm going to the Wrestling Fan Fest in San Francisco.
All right.
Tell them you want to see, I'm going to see 100 wrestlers, legends, superstars. The superstars of the past and the superstars of today will be there. TNA guys will be there. I mean, it's going to be, it's going to be a blockbuster weekend. I mean, it's going to be everybody. Once you go there, I guarantee you'll be so excited when you leave because if you ever been to a Fan Fest, you'll know what I'm talking about. I've been going to Fan Fest since the early '90s.
Yeah.
And when I was a fan years ago, they used to be called wrestling conventions.
Yep, exactly.
And you know what? I always wanted to go to one when I was a fan. See, I'm 52 years old right now, but I'm old school. I still watch wrestling, but I always got wrestling in my heart. But the thing is, when I was 8, 9 years old, I used to see the Sheik and Bobo Brazil and all both Pap Hero football and all them and people like that.
Mm-hmm.
I went on to see a Georgia wrestler. And I went on to see an NWA. But see, I never would ever thought to this day, when I was a fan, that I'd be talking to wrestlers on the phone. When I was a fan, you told me I'm talking to Ricky Morton on the phone. You told me I'm traveling down the road with Great Valentine and Tommy Rich and hanging out with these guys in a car and driving 200-300 miles. No, I would never told you that. No, that's never happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But see, you never know when you got your heart into something. You never know what you might get into, just like American Idol people. You know,
exactly.
them singers there, see, they're doing their dreams. You know, they're beating
exactly.
celebrities. And same thing with wrestling. You know,
yep.
you stay in that, you're going to eventually meet who you want to meet, and you know, you never know who you might walk in with. You might be sitting at McDonald's and turn, you might see one of the biggest stars in wrestling sitting right next to you. You know what I'm saying?
You never know. Yeah, exactly.
Because, you never know if somehow you might get beat a wrestler. You're in the business. You know?
Exactly.
See,
and it's.
I was a photographer. See, I was a photographer for Smoky Mountains USWA. I was a photographer for Continental. See, I started out with Stone Cold. Steve Austin started out with me.
Wow.
No, I guess I started with them. I'm older than them. So Steve Austin started out with me first from Texas.
Right.
And also The Rock. Rock started out with me. Rock came to USWA Memphis, Jerry Lawyer's group. He was green in the business, you know what I'm saying?
Green as goose shit.
Green. He didn't even know how to pose for photos. We showed him how. I started out with Jeff Jarrett. I started out with Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious used to be Lord Humongous.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of fans probably don't know that. But
oh, yeah, I remember it.
And then I started out with, when Eric Embry was back with me, I started out with Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond. They went on to become Bad Company.
Oh, yeah.
Which I thought that was a hell of a tag team back then.
I got a serious question. Is there any chance you guys could, in the next couple weeks, book a guy who did a shoot interview that just shocked me? I'm not sure if he'd be welcome at these events, but Billy Jack Haynes?
I don't know how to find Billy. I've requested Billy Jack Haynes.
Yeah, he'd be a good guy to get because he's.
I've requested him, but I don't know his whereabouts right now. I've already checked into that. You know, already.
Somewhere up in Oregon. That's all I know.
Yeah, well, that's what I heard. But see, I heard he was at the Fan Fest in a couple months ago. At the one about 4 or 5 months ago, I think. Well, he was at the one in Jersey there. We drove all the way there. That's how much he liked the business.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like to have Billy Jack Haynes just because, see, I'm trying to get some of the, I like to have Kevin Von Erich there, but, just trying to, the question is if I can get him or not. I'm also searching for some AWA stars,
Mm-hmm.
Like Jim Bonzell, Greg Gagne, and, people like that. Buckle Rock and Roll Zukoff,
Exactly.
I like to find those guys, and I'm looking, and I'm looking for Florida. You guys like Dickie Slater, Kill Call Cox,
Mm-hmm.
People like, I want to try and see if I get Mitch Foley. I talked to Mitch Foley this morning, about coming out there,
Mm-hmm. Is Sam Houston in jail, or is he for Sam Houston?
Sam Houston, I think, is out now.
Is he out now? Okay.
Yeah.
He might be another one considered.
Well, I'm bringing his ex-wife there. She's come to California.
Baby doll, yep.
I bring a baby doll, but when I touch baby doll, I don't normally mention, him,
Exactly.
Because usually you got, but I'm also.
You get ex-wife situations, you get bad feelings.
Yeah, I want to see if I get Nathan T.A. out there,
Oh, he'd be he's a great guy, too.
And I like to get maybe J.J. Dillon and Tolly Blanchard out there, two of the four horsemen,
Exactly.
I talk to Ole Anderson all the time, but he's not fit to go up to that,
Yeah.
So he just goes to Charlotte, he'd be at the one. But for all the people that live in Carolinas or anything, there's a big fan fest there in Charlotte in October 10th to the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte, that's called the NWA Legends. You know about that one, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that one's coming up, too. So I'll be at that one, too. So if you want to come to that one, people come there, you see Jay Addo at that one. That's October 10th and 12th. And, Greg Valentine, Steve Williams, I think Virgil's coming there. Sherry Martell's coming there at her own expense.
Wow.
There's gonna be I went to the one last year in Rockville, the one he had there in Rockville.
Yep, the Maryland one, yeah.
I was at that one, and there was just as many rappers there with the vendors that there were that the promoter brought in.
Exactly.
Okay? Yeah, Buddy Jack Haynes, not Buddy Jack Haynes, but Buddy Jack Roberts, Arman Johnson, Rocky Johnson, and Boy Zukov, all them.
Didn't Pussy Pringle just show up?
Pussy Pringles were there too.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw Pussy Pringle, Lanny Popple. See, a lot of these came into the vendors. And also, I've got vendors contacting me about bringing in rappers, for that. So the thing is, I've got to ask rappers if they want to go on with a vendor or do their own thing. Because do their own thing, they might do a lot better.
Exactly. Yeah.
But there's vendors who want to bring them in too. So you might go to different vendors' booths and see a certain rapper. Some wrestlers, got photos and some of them don't. That's why fans need to bring some of their own stuff too, which they do.
Exactly.
And I'm also working on details. I haven't approached him yet, but I want to approach a big Japan star that lives over the United States right now. And now, he's kind of like, I've been trying to be buddies with him lately, and that's Stan Hansen.
Oh, yeah, the big Texan.
I like to bring Stan Hansen because I was telling Stan Hansen last August, and I was sitting there eating breakfast with Stan Hansen and Bill Eadie.
Oh, yeah.
And I was eating breakfast with both of them, sitting there talking to them, and Valentine was with me, too. We both came down together. And I was talking to Stan Hansen. I told Stan Hansen, I said, because he's always been in Japan and stuff. He's never really had time to really do a lot of that stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
And I told him, I said, it's good that you come to these great places, Fan Fest, because you can mingle with the fans. You can see the old boys of the past, like Rick Martel. Stan Hansen seems to have had a good old time at that table there with all the boys,
Yeah.
They was on their own free time, all drinking and telling stories,
Exactly.
Drinking, having a good old time. Sherry Martel and Tito and Bill Eadie.
Is Stan Hansen still?
Lanny, Rick Martel, huh?
Is Stan Hansen still able to get in the ring?
Oh no, he's not able to wrestle no more. No, he got bad back.
Oh, okay.
But he walks pretty good. But I guess he. But see, I told him, I said, you know what? I said, in wrestling business, you're like a Hulk Hogan over Japan.
Exactly.
And he didn't think of that. He didn't think of it like that. I said, oh man, dude. I said, Hulk Hogan might be a legend over here. But over in Japan,
yeah, they had a match in Japan.
Over there, they do 40, 50, 60,000 fans.
Oh yeah, they had a match over in Japan, Hogan and Stan Hansen.
No, that's what I'm saying. But see, you imagine if this event right now was going to, if we was able to take it from San Francisco over to Japan, you imagine, what that would do over there with this lineup of stars coming?
Oh man.
You know what that would do with the Tokyo Dome and all that? You know how many people would show up?
Oh, it'd be insane.
Probably 100,000 people each side. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Well, you know Japan, right?
Oh yeah.
Japan people are very loyal to wrestling. They love it over there, And I'm glad that they like the American wrestlers because that's where the Dudley Boys go to. That's where Hogan, I just heard he was just over Japan recently.
Yeah, he did something over there.
Yeah.
It looks like Inoki wants to bring him over. Inoki's starting his own league up, and it looks like he wants Hogan to be in the match in one of the first shows.
Hogan wants to do Legends events,
Uh-huh.
And I mean, yes, he prefer, but see, I want to get his daughter out there, so like I said before, I want to get her. Maybe she could do a concert out there, sing a couple songs,
Yeah, why not?
I mean, like, hey, that'd be something Hogan would like, have his see, she get out there and sell her DVDs, Brooks Hogan,
Yep.
And like, that would be.
Hey, performing in a venue like the Cow Palace for any musician is a big deal. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but see, they tell me that I've had they say the Cow Palace is a bad area and everything. But see, the thing is, you're not really running around that area. You're just going right to that area for that big event. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And it used to be. There used to be a star out to that place, so I don't really think people. I mean, just like any area you go to, if you look on trouble, you're gonna find it. But if you just go to it, you're okay. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yep.
But see, Cow Palace is I've never ever seen what it looked like until I went to the site itself. It's a white building, and it seats 15,000 people. I heard.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm expecting to be, because when these lights go off and on, and when this the music starts buzzing, and when these wrestlers start walking down that aisle, heading that ring, I want 15,000 people in their seats at the Cow Palace for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because whoever they don't see Friday night, they're going to see Saturday, but they're going to still see them at the meet and greet. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's going to be an awesome event, and I mean, that's where I'm just trying to get everybody to understand this, that this could be something that this could be a Super Bowl, the World Series of wrestling, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, like all you people that want one in St. Louis and Indiana and Michigan and Texas and Georgia, hey, we're working our way there, you know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
make it a tour.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we want to do. We want to do a tour, but we want to get, you know, to all bring it to all these different states, you know, that where fans will want to come out and sponsor us and turn out to this event, you know, and want to be a part of it, you know.
Yep.
I mean, right now, fan fests are really blooming right now, and I mean, usually they have 20 to 30 wrestlers, sometimes 40, but this is 100 wrestlers going to be there, you know, from A to Z. I mean, the who's wrestlers from the past, or who wrestlers that you didn't even think were still around. You know what I'm saying?
You should book Zeus. This way you can say A to Z.
What's that?
You should book Zeus. This way you could say that you have A to Z.
Oh, I don't know how to find Zeus.
I have him. I know his number if you want it.
Oh, okay. We can talk off the air then.
Sure. Yeah.
But I just, like I said, I've even mentioned Antonio Inoki's name to the promoter. He didn't know who he was, but I know who Antonio Inoki
Exactly.
is.
Yeah. I mean, the Muhammad Ali. He had fights with Muhammad Ali.
Well, see, I'll tell you another thing. I've also, somebody mentioned to me, and I don't know how to find him. I got somebody looking, but I was thinking about bringing Mr. T.
Oh, wow.
Mr. T to the Fan Fest. But see, also, I'm talking to, her name is Tess, Tess. I really can't pronounce her last name, but her last name is Boossard. That's her name, Tess, and she is Stone Cold Steve Austin's ex-girlfriend. She was the one that was in the tabloids with him a few years ago, but she is an actress. You know? Have you heard about her?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, see, she did a part on Baywatch.
Oh.
She did a small part, but she was on a TV series called Baywatch.
Right.
And also, she was on that TV show called Celebrity with Pokers, I think.
Okay.
Have you heard of that?
That one, no. Well, she wasn't Tessa in
She was on that with Jose Canseco was on there.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrity Poker game.
Oh, Celebrity Poker, okay.
And she did B-movies too, but like I said, I'm trying to get her out there, and she's an actress, so I'm trying to get her involved in this too. So.
She wasn't Tessa from the USWA, was she?
No, she wasn't that. No, that was Terry Powell.
That was Terry. Oh, was it? Okay.
That was Terry Powell. You know, Tess is she was the one that went out with Rick Stone Cold a couple years ago. Had that tabloid problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember? See, he married my lady friend, Lady Blossom, which I was good friends with Judy Clark.
Right.
And then after that, he married Deborah McMichaels. You know,
right.
I would like to find Deborah McMichaels, but she likes fan fests too.
Yeah.
She loves being around fans. You know, and I like to, you know, maybe who knows, maybe from now to October, I might have Deborah McMichaels there. You know,
who knows? Yeah. Anything is possible with this thing. I mean, that's the thing. It just seems like the sky is the limit for who you might bring in. And I mean, while you already have an impressive list of stars listed, I think we've only just begun to see the tip of the iceberg of what this is going to be.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I think those pictures. There's only 40 or 50 of them. There's a whole lot. I mean, there's Ken Rotten, Mickey Knuckles is on. You know, I mean, there's this. Hell, I'm still working on details with some. I'm still trying to contact some. I'm still trying to get Jerry Lynn. I'm still trying to get Pat Blanco out there. I'm working on David Flair, you know. I'm working on Hatu, you know.
Oh, wow.
And Wakichi, all that, you know. I'm working on all that stuff. I'm even trying to get Bob Orton Jr., you know, Randy Orton's daddy out there, you know. Wow. And
Right, man.
I'm trying to get them out there. I'm trying to get, like I said, Ronnie Golf and Butch Reed, and I'm working on details on Ron Simmons, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Sorry, right now it's not confirmed a lot of them names. I'm just working on this is names I'm trying to work on right now.
Sounds great, man.
You know, I mean, like I said, I'm trying to get Dutch Mantel out there, which he was in WWE.
Yeah.
One. I don't know if a lot of people don't know.
Uncle Zebekiah.
He was cousin Jeb. Yeah. He was cousin Jeb. He was the manager of John Hoff, which is JBL, right?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
A lot of people probably don't know that about Dutch, but he was cousin Jed out there, right?
Uncle Zebekiah.
Yeah, that's what he was. Yeah, he was out there. Then also, I'm trying to get Bill Superstar Dundee out there, which, you know, he was Sir Williams in WCW, where he managed Steve Regal, Lord Steven Regal.
Who was he?
Bill Dundee. He was Sir Williams.
That was him?
Yeah. That was Superstar Bill Dundee.
What the hell? I didn't know that.
That was,
wow.
Yeah. Sir Williams was Lord Steven Regal's.
Well, his best days certainly weren't as William.
And also, I'm trying to get another guy. He always calls himself a smooth operator. I'm trying to get him out there too, and that is Nature Boy Buddy Landell.
All right.
So you know, it's just
the real Nature Boy.
Yeah, the real Nature Boy, Buddy Landell. Like Ric Flair used to say, "Hey, I'm the real Nature Boy," you know.
Exactly.
Remember that time he did his first video with WCW, and also I believe his manager was J.J. Dillon, you know.
Mhm.
And you know, I'm also trying to get Bobby James, get the Kansas Outlaws out there, you know.
Sounds great.
And I'm just, you know, I'm just working on. this is a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, there's just so many wrestlers. I mean, DDP's even going to be out there, you know.
Oh yeah, he loves this kind of thing. Didn't he lose his ass on the last one?
Huh?
Didn't he lose a lot of money on the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's why. On the Fan Fest in California, they got over their head. The one in Florida a couple years ago.
Yeah.
The one they did with Tampa. That's why we've got to get people to come out to this one because we got to make this a success because it's got 100 wrestlers there, and if people want to continue to see these Fan Fests, we got to sponsor this. Am I correct?
Exactly.
If people don't come out to these events, which you know they want to, listen, take a chance and come on out.
Yeah.
You like baseball, you like football, save your money right now. You still got June, July, August. You got middle of June. You still got 3.5 months to save up all your money so you can motel room. You can wine and dine with the wrestlers. You can hang out with them at bars. You can be in the restaurants with them.
Listen.
I mean, it's going to be everywhere. Wrestlers going to be all over. There's going to be fans everywhere in the lobbies. There's going to be people trying to get autographs without paying. There's going to be all kinds of things going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I got to say this. This is something that I want to say to the people who visit this site. We've had various different co-hosts of shows on this site, and I don't think there is a red-blooded male who wouldn't like the opportunity to sit next to or chat with Francine or Missy Hyatt, who each hosted a show on this website at one point or another. I mean, that's a great opportunity. Look at all the guys you got. This is really a unique opportunity for so many wrestling fans, and I can't wait. I mean, I'm going to do my best to get up there to see this thing because it looks like it's going to be one heck of an event.
You only live once, you know, like I tell people, you know,
Yep.
hey, you can take your money, and buy a TV, okay, you're going to have that TV, but if you take your money and go out of town and do it right, you know, see the wrestlers, see the show, buy a program, buy a T-shirt.
That TV might last 5 years, but you know what? Those memories will last a lifetime.
You got memories. You can come back and say, hey, it's like people want to go to Disney World. They want to go to Universal Studio, you know. I went to Hollywood in 2001. That was a highlight for me to be there 14 days. I ran all over Hollywood Boulevard. I mean, that was it. I mean, I still talk about it to this day.
Yeah.
And I went there in 2001. I went to all the gift shops. I seen movie star photos. I seen wrestling photos. And I went to a movie star convention there. That was my highlight. I got see some of the rap movie stars that I saw from Happy Days.
Oh, wow.
And I saw what's her name, Richie Cunningham's sister. I saw her there. I kept
Chachi. Oh, was she Chachi or what?
The girl, Erin Moran? Cunningham, Richie Cunningham's sister. Erin Moran.
Erin.
Yeah, I saw Erin Moran there. I saw Cindy Williams on Laverne and Shirley. I saw her there.
Which one was married to Sam Kinison?
I don't know. I think it's Cindy Williams. I tell you all, if y'all want to find out something, I don't know how you find out, but there's a site you can go on with celebrities and memorabilia shows, and they run one every year in Los Angeles at the Beverly Gardens Holiday Inn right there in California. Beverly Garland, Garland, Beverly.
Yep.
She used to play on My Three Sons.
Oh, yeah.
She used to play one of stepmom, but they bring in people like Batman. They bring in Bart Reed. They don't bring in the top-notch people. They bring in the ones that, like I think Jeff Smart, Don Adams,
Didn't he just die?
Yeah, he just died. I saw him, and I saw the guy that played as Bonnie and Clyde, Michael Pollan.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, Michael, I'm a fan now. I can't see nothing else there. I'm a fan, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, of course, I'm going to act like a fan, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I said, hey, dude, you got Bonnie and Clyde killed. He laughed. And I also see Frank Wilson, he just died. He played the Riddler on the original Batman.
Yeah.
I saw him there. And I saw Gary Busey there.
Well, that must have been an experience.
Action-packed, He's in those action-packed. And I saw the one guy there, I don't know his name, but he was on Friday the 13th. He was the one that saw his son get killed from a guy with a ball bat, and he went around killing everybody, The father, he was there. Then I saw the Mickey Mouse Club people.
Britney Spears?
I saw Owen Gray, she was there too. She's from one of them TV series. And I saw Eb. I don't know if everybody watched Green Acres, but Eb.
Oh, real?
The one that used to go up Mr. Douglas, Eb, the one that lived there.
Yeah.
That guy, he still looks the same.
Wow.
He still wears his hat the same. He still looks the same.
Wow.
And I saw Del Robinson of Wells Fargo, cowboy guy, back with the old cowboy shows.
Yeah.
And that was my thing. I went out there. I paid $10 to get in. I seen Lana Words there too. And also, I got to talk to Julie Parrish. And it was weird, wild, but I was talking to her because she was in a movie with an icon in the movie star business. But I was talking to her, before I say who it was, I was talking to her about the movie that she was in, and she was telling me about this certain actor, about how funny he was and how good he smelled. And then at the end, she told me, he was a good kisser. Before I mentioned his name, I heard her, I looked around, and there must have been about 30 women around me listening to me talk to this actress. And the guy we were talking about was Elvis Presley.
Oh, wow.
She was in Elvis Presley, and she said that she was talking to me, but at the same time, I didn't know all these fans were standing behind me listening to me or her talk.
Who was the actress?
Her name was Julie Parrish.
Is she the chick from Coach?
No, she might be an older woman.
Well, she wasn't over there.
Now, but she was playing in, I don't know if it was Fun in Acapulco or if it was it happened at the Warlord Square, but she was in a kissing scene with Elvis.
Yeah.
That was it. She wasn't one of his main girls. But she was talking about how good a kisser he was. I heard all these girls giggling around me. I looked around, all these women were just melting.
Oh, yeah.
So, see, that was my thing. I got to talk to these movie stars, and it was great. I bought photos out there of Jennifer Lopez and Richard Gere. I got 4x6s of all that,
Exactly, and I tell you, we're sitting here and we do these interviews almost every week with top wrestlers, and that's in and of itself a dream come true. But I don't think even those who are inside, even if we're just got a foot in the door, would turn down the opportunity for something like this if it came knocking on our back door. And that's why I think Patrick and I are complete understanding of why these fan fests need to continue, because number one, there's two reasons why they need to continue. Number one, we still want to see the legends. And number two, it's good for the legends because there is no union. So having these kind of shows where they get to go out and meet the fans and everything also gives them the opportunity to work and make money.
See, all these fans, a lot of them are probably missing Rick Rude. A lot of them are missing Flying Brian Pillman. A lot of them are missing Bruiser Brody. A lot of them are missing Owen Hall and Kurt Hennig, you know? But see, you got these legends are like that. They're with us right now. Come out and meet these guys. Get their autographs. Chat with them, you know?
Right.
You know, hang out with them, you know? And you know, they're people like us, but feed them, you know? And maybe they can tell you some stories, give you some road stories, you know?
Exactly.
I mean, you know, some of them guys are the nicest people you could meet. I mean, you know, that's a chance for you all to do that. I mean, and these wrestlers are going to be there. They made the road for the wrestlers now, for the road for Kurt Angle and Christian and Matt Hardy. If it wasn't for the Valentines, Chavo Guerreros, the Ronnie Pipers, the Killer Brooks, you know?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All those wrestlers came in somebody's. Every wrestling fan has got a memory of some kind of memory of something.
Yep.
And one thing I'll tell you something. What's your name, Patrick? Yes. I'll tell you something. This is no lie. I don't forget what wrestler said that in an interview, but all wrestling fans always a wrestling fan, even in your heart. When you're a wrestling fan, you are 100% wrestling fan.
Exactly. But I think it was Bobby Heenan. He says, once it's in your blood, you're never getting out.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can quit, or maybe you get older, but some people, I mean, most people, it just stays in your blood. It's like addiction. You know, I gotta have it. Like, you know,
exactly.
You might like baseball, you might like football, but you ain't gonna like it like baseball. You know, I mean, like wrestling. I mean, you know.
Exactly. Well, once again, the Fan Fest is going to be October 19th through the 21st in San Francisco, and people should be aware the tickets go on sale on Friday. And make sure, if you can, order your tickets early because it's very. I mean, I would say that it's possible this thing could sell out.
Oh well, I've been hearing from other people have been questioning a lot of people, you know, that tell them about it. So a lot of people all over the place. I mean, it's going to be a complete sellout because VIP's already sold out. So now it's all, you know, I don't know what the seating is on that, but it's going to be, you know, hey, it's going to be the only thing on sale now is tickets, you know.
Yep.
Tickets to the thing, and I don't believe they're very you know very high, but then like I said, you need extra money for, you know, if you want autographs.
Get your gimmicks, get your T-shirts, get your DVDs, get your pictures, whatever you can.
Well, that's what I'm saying. See, they're going to be putting a DVD on that, and who knows after that DVD, when they tape that show, who knows? You might find that DVD and see yourself on there.
Exactly.
You know, there's a whole lot of things. There's another thing is that I'm working with the promoter on, and maybe people can act like, you know, they can be the wrestler for, like, you know, act like they're a commentator or do a live interview, you know.
Why not? Yeah.
We might be setting that up where each fan can maybe you get to a moment to do a cut a promo, you know, see who's the best, you know, who does the best interviews, you know.
Exactly. That
and all that. I mean, there's just so many events going to be going on there. I mean, it's just a 3-ring battle. It's going to be 3 rings there. I don't know what's going to be going on. I mean, there's going to be, you know, there's going to be wrestlers all over the place. There's going to be announcers walking around with a microphone constantly talking. You know, some wrestlers are going to be selling books. Some are going to be selling photos. Some are going to be doing, you know, some of them are going to have their own books, like Steve Dr. Doug Williams and I have a call off. You know, I mean, there's a lot of guys who are going to have to do their own book, and maybe by that time, Greg Valentine might have his book out, you know, and who knows, you know. Miss Foley might show up and have a book too, you know.
You never know. I mean, it's very.
But it's just it's all in the works right now. I mean, a lot of wrestlers are already confirmed, are all up there right now.
Oh.
So this is a chance for everybody to come in, wherever you're at in the United States or wherever you are in the world. Just make your plan to come to California on October 19th to the 21st in San Francisco at the Cal Palace.
We'll be there, man. We really will.
You know, I mean,
all right, man. Well, we can't thank you.
Freddie Miller used to always say on Georgia, he used to say, "Be there," when he used to talk about the Army, you know. Army, you know, Tommy Wild, he always said that. Order your tickets and be there, you know.
Exactly.
But I always tell everybody, I'll see you at ringside. If you happen to be there, come up and say hey to Patrick. Come up and say Jay Idol, you know.
Yep.
Come up and say great Valentine's have. Hey, see all your WWE Hall of Famers. They're all going to be there in the house. Tony Atlas, Tony Montana, great Valentine's.
Right.
And, you know, and Birdman, well, a bunch of them's going to be there. So
Exactly.
just look at it. There's more to be added as we go. So
Yep.
it's just, you might even have some come there and hang out too, you know, I mean, in the area.
Exactly.
Some might just show up just as stuff, but they do that at fan fests too.
Exactly.
You know that, Patrick?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, I did.
You might have wrestlers living there. Oh, I'm gonna go down and see my buddies. You never know who might show up. You might even have football players show up. You might have ball players. You might even have movie stars show up. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
sky's the limit.
so that's what I'm saying. You know, movie stars they like sports too. You know.
Oh yeah.
They're big fans. They're fans too. You know, they're boxing fans. But you never know who you might see front row. You might see Jennifer Lopez. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely know. Who knows?
You might see Jack Nicholson. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you never know. You might see George Foreman. You might see Holyfield. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you might see basketball players from the Lakers. You know, you might see WNBA girls there. You never know who you might see there. That's the way it is. You might see Dodgers. You know, players there. You know, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you might see Deion Sanders. You might see Joe Montana. You know, see San Francisco. You might see some 49ers there. You know what I'm saying?
You never know. And again, the sky's the limit. Maybe Barry Bonds.
See, they beat us.
Maybe he'll be the dealer. Yeah.
They beat our team in the Super Bowl, the Bengals. This same Bengals got beat by the 49ers, so we know 49ers very well.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, like I said, I was in San Francisco when I was a little boy. I'm looking forward to October. And when I jump on that plane in Louisville, I'll be coming out there with Ed Rotten, Josie, Bobcat, Sal Greeno, and, you know, Mickey Knuckles. They're all going to board that plane with me because they're all flying out of Louisville, too.
All right. Al Snow, maybe, too.
Yeah.
All right, man.
This is a chance for people to see Al Snow. I think Al Snow's flying out, too.
Yep.
So, see, this is a chance for people to see Ohio Valley wrestlers will be there. A chance for them to see Glory wrestlers, the girls that on the East Coast. If you like female wrestlers, there will be a whole lot of them in the house there in Cal Palace.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, you just got to mark that down this Friday, find out what time the ticket sales go on, and order your ticket as soon as possible. Get 10, 15, 20, 30 tickets at a time. By groups, you know. Just as soon as you can, you know, because I believe it's going to be a complete sellout the all 3 days.
Exactly.
And one thing, Patrick, you know what that is? What? These wrestling shows are probably going to be the biggest cards they've ever seen. I'm still working out triple threat matches. I'm still working out four corner matches. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm working on ladder matches. See, I've got a lot of different matches. I just think I'm not going to throw all the trick out of the hat yet, you know? I can't tell all my secrets yet, you know?
No.
You know what I'm saying? So I've got a lot of big plans, and I'm doing this I'm not doing this on the wrestler's idea or the promoter's view. I'm doing it because I was a fan. I know what fans want, you know?
Exactly, and I think it's going to be
from a fan's viewpoint, because the fans are the ones that make the sport. Baseball, football, tennis, wrestling, or whatever it is, you know?
Exactly.
So I'm doing this, I'm making this a family event, you know? And everybody, when they leave there, they'll be like, wow, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You're going to wow the people, and I mean, and anybody who goes to this event's going to tell everybody else, you know, what a great event it was. I'm expecting to see everybody saying that they want to see more of these events, more of them in different areas, so more and more people can enjoy them and see them and really get the chance to experience it. But this one is in San Francisco, October 19th through October 21st. Check out WrestleFanFest.com. Also check out CowPalace.com. And is there anything else you'd like to say just to wrap this up?
No, I just want to tell the people I'll see you there. I want you all keep smiling, and I want to tell you all I'm getting fired up, man. You know, I'm like Coco.
Oh yeah.
Coco's jumping over furniture And me, I'm getting ready to run to San Francisco. That's how excited I am. I'm just fired up, because I always tell people I'm the hit maker, I'm the record breaker, and I will be the showstopper right there in San Francisco.
All right.
And I want people to come there because I'll tell you one more thing Coco always tells me. You come on out there because you're going to see Coco. He's going to be moving and grooving, and he ain't going to be losing the Birdman. He's going to be flopping them wings. He's going to have Frankie Jr. too. That's another thing, people. Coco will be there with his new bird.
All right.
Because he loves Frankie. He'll be there with his new bird now. If you want to see Frankie Jr., you come out to San Francisco and see the Birdman as he flops his wings, and hey, you ain't seen nothing until you see Coco coming down that aisle. He's electrified.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to see him. If you want to see Shark Boy come out and do his thing, and then you want to see Alternate Dragon do his flip somersaults, and the Great Muda, you got to come to San Francisco. And if you want to hear Kurt Angle say, it's true, you got to come to San Francisco.
All right.
See that? And like Christian always says, somebody's trying to screw me all the time. He always tells Jeremy that.
Yep.
Come out and see Christian change at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And Shark Boy, and the living legend. Larry the Briscoe will be in the house. That's Larry Land. You'll get to see him too there.
Oh, wow.
So you'll get to see Larry, you get to see One Man Gang.
There's a strange rumor on the internet that Larry's going to do an adult film. Is there any truth to that?
I don't know nothing about that. You heard that? I had heard that somewhere. I don't know if that's true, but
it just sounds so ridiculous that I have to believe that it could be true.
Larry's always, when he ain't wrestling, you know what Larry's into? He's into golfing.
Yep.
He's a golfer. He loves golfing, Larry does,
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, Larry is one guy we'll talk to,
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you another thing that people don't know. I mean, you talk about Baby Doll and Tolly Blanchard. Hey, Baby Doll was once with with Larry the Briscoe, too.
Really?
When he had that Western State belt. When Mid-South emerged, UWF and Mid-South.
Some guys got a little luck.
WCW, that's when Sting came over with NWA. And that was when Baby Doll hooked up with Larry the Briscoe. Larry the Briscoe had that Western State belt. He beat Barry Windham, I believe.
Sherry Martel and Baby Doll, he's had a pretty full life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like Sherry Martel loves her fans. I mean,
oh, yeah.
She is really fired up on this, She calls me up, Mr. Mills. Hey, I want to thank you. She is so fired up. Sherry Martel, she loves her fans,
She's a one-of-a-kind human being. I have nothing to say.
You know what I told her? I said, girl, you know what? You're like one of the biggest stars. I mean, I know Moolah and all them are good, but in Sherry Martel is still being recognized as the AWA Women's Champion right now, still to this day.
Yep.
And I told her, a lot of her glory girls, the ones that have been around 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah, learn from
They want
Sherry.
to talk to her. They want to just, rap with her. Get some knowledge from her.
Get respect. You gotta talk to the legends if you're gonna do anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's great to have a Valentine. He is second generation. His daddy was a legend.
Oh, yeah.
Valentine. He was trained by.
This is the kind of thing that I think that Cauliflower Alley Club needs to start doing. They need to start setting up things like this. So, I mean, a couple years ago they kept talking about a union. Well, if they need to know where to get the money to fund this union, well, here's how you do it.
Oh yeah, that's what you do. You gotta have the right people. You gotta have the right people working with you. You gotta be a team. You gotta work together.
Exactly.
You gotta work together to make it happen. That's why the vendors, the wrestlers, and the promoters and the fans, we all got to work together. And one thing about San Francisco is known for they got nice restaurants there you can eat at,
Oh yeah.
And it's a tourist site, And also, this is what Sherry
See the trolleys and the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, Sherry Martel also told me this, that they got tours you can go to Alcatraz.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sherry Martel.
Oh, you could do it.
You go over there with Al Capone and all the gangsters of the all the bad guys, as you would call.
I don't think I'd get on that boat. I don't want any part of what's in that water.
It's a little bulge. I mean, it's safe and everything. You know what? I've never flown in my life, but I know my eyeball is going to be ready to pop out when I get on there. Even when I jump on that, if I go over to see Alcatraz, I'll probably be the same way until I get off. Once I'm on, I'm freaking, but once I get off, I'm okay. But when I'm back on again, I'm the same way again. I'm so crazy.
Exactly.
See, I might check that out because I got me a limousine out there, and I will be hanging out with the rappers, you know. And when I got 13 to 30 people will be in my limo, and it'll be wrestlers. And what I'm going to do is tell that guy, I will say, young man, go west. You there?
Yep.
And I'm going to tell him to go west because I want to head to, you know where I want to go to? See that fan fest for Amla each night about 10, 11 o'clock.
Right.
And I'm not going to go back to no motel. I'm going to get in my limo, look as I can only look. You know, I am just like Ric Flair. I am Jet Ride. I am Limousine. I am Jet Fly and Limousine Ride. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I am Kiss Dillon. But I'm going to go out to San Francisco, and I'm going to take that limo all the way to Hollywood, California. And we're all going to hit the Blue Room. And I want to see Jennifer Lopez, Nikki Long, and Christine Applegate again in that bar like I did last time.
All right.
And I want everybody to get on the dance floor and just moving and grooving, you know?
All right.
I want those paparazzis to see all the big name rappers come in my limo coming down that road. So if you see a limo going past your house, that might be the Joey Idol's mobile, you know?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Wow.
Joey Idol, everybody, and don't forget to check out WrestleFanFest.com in the Cow Palace in San Francisco, October 19th through October 21st. Great event, and we're going to be helping promote this event the best we can. Maybe Joey Idol will even stop by in the next couple months as well.
Yeah, I got more girls coming on. You got another girl coming up after me, another wrestler?
Yep.
Okay, I got another girl coming on, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, after her, there'll be more next week. There'll be more girls. So
excellent.
I want you to listen to the next girl because she's a very wonderful person. So listen to her, let her talk about the bad fest, talk about herself.
Excellent.
But remember that if you see a limo going down the road in October, hey, tell them that's that Willin' Dillon J Idol, baby. I'm in your house in San Francisco. Get your tickets, everybody.
Be there.
Be there. I want to see you there. I'll see you all at ringside. October 19th to the 21st at the Cow Palace. Don't let me down, everybody.
Thanks, man.
No, shame on you.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. We really do appreciate it.
Leaving. I'm taking off. I'm going out to scout profile. So, talk to you later, Patrick.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. We appreciate your time.
See ya.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you all in October in San Francisco. I got more guests lined up next week.
Excellent.
Have a good night.
Excellent. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
My name is James Walsh, and I'd like to thank you for checking out the Wrestling Epicenter here on YouTube. If you have not done so already, please do. Click that subscription button and the notifications bell. This way you'll be notified anytime I upload any new or new to you classic content from our archives that date back to 2002. If you get the opportunity, please also check out www.wrestlingepicenter.com for all your wrestling news and info needs, as well as our store to keep us going free and clear. Without any further delay, let's get to why you came here, the content here on YouTube.